Oh no, our point guard. It's broken. Ooh, welcome into the...
It's been broken.
No, it's not. Welcome to the PHNX Daily Bet Show. I'm your host, Shane Diefenbach, joined as always by Johnny Venerable. He's not been broken. Right before he got broken, he was looking really good, Johnny. Okay?
Old and slow. Here we go. I don't blame this on the Suns at all because I know a lot of people are like, well, they gutted their bench, blah, blah, blah. No, like you needed to do whatever you need to do to get Kevin Durant. And now, like, pending a comeback, which is definitely possible, like they need to fill out the rest of this roster. And it's going to take them this offseason. But I was one of the people last summer, Shane, that was like, you got to move off of Chris Paul. He's toast. He's toast. And they did not. And this is where you're at.
I mean, they don't have any help off the bench, and it's worrisome. You're getting campaign, and I don't know. There's different reports about Chris Paul, 3 to 5 days. Chris Paul gonna get reevaluated in 2 days. Like,
I'm sure you and Sean talked about it yesterday, but like the end of this story is like if Kevin Durant plays well, they win that game. It's Kevin Durant can't play like that, and to expect them to win, and that's okay. They're built very similar to those Miami teams with LeBron and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Like if any of those three, specifically the big two, had an off night, like you weren't winning games. Mm-hmm. So Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, and to a lesser extent, DeAndre Ayton, all have to be great. And if they are, they can beat anybody. But when it's just Devin Booker out there, it looks a lot like the Mavericks series from last year.
Yeah. I completely agree. You need somebody to shine though. I don't know if you're going to get through the series without somebody that is unexpected shining.
That's one of the worst games I've seen Kevin Durant play in like half.
It's his worst. It's his worst playoff game ever.
They're gonna. I expect them to win Game 3, and then if they rally and win Game 4, like the series is back on. But you got to take care of business at home. The series isn't over. People act like the series isn't over. No,
I'm not completely panicking, but not having Chris Paul definitely hurts. We'll see. There were a couple good games last night, Johnny. The Warriors go down 1-0. Anthony Davis looked really good. And
what do you make of that, man?
What do I make of it?
Yeah, like he's
healthy.
He went, but he went, but he's been soft for a little while too. And now,
but when completely healthy, he is the best center in the NBA.
For sure.
I think that.
I think we talked about it before the playoffs on bets where. Like every time he's been healthy to start a postseason run, he's either won a national championship or an NBA championship,
or he's got.
And so we're at a point now where like they could easily win the West because I think if they beat Golden State in a best of 7, I think they're better than Denver because they have 2 of the 3 best players in that series, and I think he versus Jokic will be fantastic. I don't know if they can go all the way with the fact that can you get like 5 more weeks of this from Anthony Davis? That's asking a lot. The reason they won it in the bubble year is because they took like 2.5 months off, remember? And then he got healthy. So, but if this is sustainable, they can beat anybody.
Yep. And then the Heat game yesterday as well. The Heat almost came back. The Knicks barely escaped. And I had the Knicks -6.5 yesterday, so that really hurt. I got it at 5 a.m, but then I took it again at 6 live during the game, and it was tragic. It was absolutely tragic. I can't believe that. But you can have tragedies like that at BetMGM right now. When you download the app and you haven't signed up yet, use that bonus code PHNX. There's a few different offers depending on where you live, but for our Arizona audience, you will get up to $100 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. Again, just make sure you use bonus code PHNX. Plus, we got knockout nights starting this Friday, our Cornhole League, the first Friday of every single month. They're free to enter and will include food and beverage specials, giveaways, and BetMGM prizes. So make sure to come out for that and our away playoff watch parties if there is a game 5, hopefully, knock on wood. We'll be back out there. $6 Rally of the Valley margaritas. The food is fantastic. I had a Cali burrito the other day, so make sure to come out to the BetMGM Sportsbooks for those as well. And now, without further ado, my wonderful voice to talk about the disclaimer.
Disclaimer, 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369, New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan.
Yeah, Johnny, big game tonight. Obviously, the Sixers took game 1 on the heels of a fantastic performance by James Harden. Where are you going with this game?
Pick of the week for your boy. Tease that B up for the Boston Celtics. 0.0% chance they lose this game. The money line's 375. I like the spread. I like it by double digits, -8.5. Tease it up to 10, 11. Blowout tonight. They got their one. I think somebody on the show said that there was going to be a big emotional setback for the Celtics following the Bruins choke job in the NHL playoffs. And if you made money, hopefully you did it with Philadelphia money line, but not tonight. And speaking of money line, love the Angels, and I tease it up -1.5 runs, go up to 2 plus 125. The St. Louis Cardinals, one of the worst fraudulent teams in pro baseball right now. They're ass to watch. They didn't win a series almost all of April. And they are kings right now of losing the first 2 in the series. So they're going to get smoked again tonight by the Angels, who, I mean, they're competitive. They're above 500. Cardinals, though, I mean, it's like, are they going to have to fire their manager? They are 10-20 with a team with Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt and Wilson Contreras and all these star players. And it's just like, hey, you know what happens when you don't invest in pitching? You lose. You get shelled. I think we are underestimating no Yadier Molina and no Albert Pujols for this team. The leadership not there. Yeah, they are asleep. They're asleep at the wheel. I hate seeing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Playoffs. Let's talk about some playoffs. Give me the 76ers.
Playoffs?
Give me the 76ers and give me their points. 8.5. That spread is very lofty. So I'm going to take the 76ers in this game. And then I'm also talking NHL as well. Give me the Oilers money line. Connor McDavid, the best player in the NHL. I'd be shocked if they don't win the series. The Knights have had their fun. They looked pretty dominant in that first series, but McDavid to score tonight. We'll get into that, but him to have 2+ points is like -150 or something ridiculous like that. He's really good. Well, let's just get right into it. Let's get into Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid to score anytime, -115 at BetMGM. I did this with Austin Matthews yesterday. He wasn't able to get it done. Connor McDavid, the more superior young star in the NHL. So give me him to score at any time at -115. And then Joel Embiid, he's back. 24.5 points. That's it. You're going to tell me that Robert Williams and whoever else is defending him? I don't think he is. Give me Joel Embiid's over 24.5 points at -125.
You love to see it. You absolutely do. I've got a prop or two pertaining to those Boston Celtics tonight. I like Jaylen Brown over. I think this number is way too low. I could see it tease it up 26, 27, 28 points, getting to the plus money. I think Jaylen Brown has a monster game. Tatum is going to defer tonight. Had the big game 1 that resulted in an L. I still think he's very viable, something to the effect of 24, 25 points. But the Celtics do not make it easy this postseason. I still think they end up getting out of the East. I don't buy the Knicks. I certainly don't buy the Heat. And this Philadelphia team is destined to always underachieve with James Harden. But I think Boston, there are places you can pick your spots at BetMGM where you can take advantage of some of these point totals. So I think Jalen and Jason both are worth an investment tonight for different reasons.
Yeah, I don't hate it. We'll see. I bet the other goes off and one of them, I bet the opposite happens tonight because that's usually how it works, but we'll see. Jason Tatum, perennial choker, Question mark? Maybe. We'll see. Anything else before we get out of here, Johnny?
No, PHNX Cardinals live today. It's our first weekday day off, and I think I counted maybe like 20 months. No, but we're off today. Check out our recap of some egregious gradings from some national reporters when it comes to the Arizona Cardinals draft class. We also have a couple tasty shorts dropping on PHNX Sports on YouTube, recapping both Paris Johnson Jr., BJ Ojulari. Check those out. We're back tomorrow.
I love me some BJ Ojulari. He's a good
player.
Football player. PHNX Sunday was live at 2 p.m. ASU basketball just finally got a shooter. A little 6'2" guard from Houston Christian. So do with that information what you will. He shoots 42% from three. Come join us. We'll talk about that then. You can follow me on Twitter at Shane Deef. You can follow Johnny on Twitter at Johnny Venner. We'll follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. Follow PHNX_sports across all socials, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're live every Monday through Friday at noon. Right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. But until next time, peace, love, and fear of the beard, John.